Okay, so there have been some rumors that JD Vance and Usha are separating, and then there's some rumors that Melania and Dawn are separated. So let's be nosy and peer behind the curtain. The relationship status of Usha Vance and JD the Lazy Boy Recliner Vance. Captain Sectional. Page of Cups. Okay. King of Pentacles, that's him. Is she a Pisces? I don't know. The Three of Pentacles. Six of Wands. The World card. And the Queen of Cups. If you asked me, and I'm asking me, she's a mom and a wife. He's JD Vance. They're not a couple. This is the mom. This is not just the mom. This is like a good mom too. With the Queen of Cups and the Page of Cups, she has a role to play. So it feels transactional. I'm not saying they don't love each other. No, that I don't really see love here, but I'm not saying they don't. But it's transactional. The Three of Pentacles is a collaboration, but there's a better way to display collaboration other than pentacles. You can have the Three of Cups is like the fruits of your labor that you've all gotten together and you have this celebratory energy about you. This is a transaction. They are a transactional couple. She likes her life. Well, she likes being a mom, I should say. This, though, it doesn't feel warm and fuzzy. So I'm going to do one card for him, one card for her. How do they feel about their relationship? One card for him. The Star, that's a good one. And then one card for her. Five of Swords. So she likes being a mom. I don't know if she so much cares for him and his tactics and all that stuff. I don't think that's just not the greatest card. This one is like the greatest card ever, but the Star is like, if you can be the center of attention, then okay, fine. Because that's what the Star is, but the Five of Swords kind of has that same kind of energy to where you want to be the most important one on the field because you're cheating. And so when he gets the Star, this is hope and healing and inspiration and that type of thing, and I hope for the future and plan for the future and all that kind of stuff. It's also the card of spotlight and stardom and that type of thing. And so as long as you can be the center of attention or the most important thing in the house, but it's a good card. I don't want to, paint it to be horrible just because it's him, but that's not. I didn't make it up, look it up. So the Five of Swords is not the greatest of cards. It's a card of defeat and dishonor. So, and the Ten of Wands on the bottom. So what about Melania and Donald? Melania and Donald. Oh, Lord. No Ghostface Killer there. I mean, anyway, I'll move on. The Emperor. I mean, I don't ever see her going anywhere, because why would you? Why would you? I mean, why would we? A whole bunch of reasons. Why would she? No reason. Strength card, 5 of Cups, the 9 of Wands, and the eight. Oh, and the 8 of Cups. I ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna say it because whatever. I did a reading for them a long time ago when I was doing the tableau class, and Melania and Baron both had grief starting out their tableau. Now, those tableaus were set for January and February, so that's already passed. Meanwhile, though, tarot cards, just like the universe, is under no obligation to our timeline, and so it does things when it wants to do. This is grief and sorrow, and I'm leaving. Regrets. But I'm going to go past regret because it's too late for regret now. You've known him for over 20 years. So this is grief and sorrow, and then slinking away, the Emperor and death. The Emperor dies. I'm just reading Emperor and death as an Emperor dies. I didn't say no names, nothing like that. But the Strength and the 9 of Wands, something is overbearing right now. It's becoming a bit much. And then there's some sort of grief and sorrow, and then exit. Okay. Ace of Wands. So 1 card for him, 1 card for her. One card for him is the 3 of Pentacles. 1 card for her is the 6 of Swords. Collaboration, this is a transaction, so that's how he does his whole life. The 6 of Swords. The tale of the woman and child sailing away, trying to find calmer waters. I'll just leave it there. I hate to group them all together, but let's do it anyway. Joe Biden and Jill Biden. Not doing a compatibility reading, but I'm going to do a reading about their relationship. Because right now it is going through some strain, I am sure, with his diagnosis. She's probably worried sick, and then he's probably also worried sick. We did readings a while back because I always thought that they were not telling us the truth about his health, and I think that came out in one of the Sunday lives we did. When he got, I think it's when he said he got COVID, and I'm like, yeah, nope. There's something else here in this reading that said he was a lot more sick than just COVID, and so, or whatever it was he caught. I think it was COVID though, but no. It said something completely different to me. I never thought he was just as well as he could be. And I thought they were covering it up some way, somehow. And I mean, I get it. Because could you imagine 3 years ago if they would have told us Biden had cancer then people would have been asking for him to step down. And so, how are they doing? Just a welfare check. Jill and Joe. How are they doing? What was that? 4 of Pentacles. Hanging on. How are they doing? The 7 of Pentacles. Assessment right now. That's a good card, actually, because this is not panic. They're probably still worried and that type of thing. He is not. I don't want to read on his health because he's almost 80 and he has aggressive cancer. Miracles happen every day. We are not in control of such things, so you can always put it out there to God and the universe and see what happens. But that is his life and his karma and his destiny and his fate and his contract and whatever you want to call it. So whatever's going to happen is going to happen, whether you pray for it or not. But you can always send them all the well wishes in the world and prayers, and none of that hurts, right? So, and all that's free. All it takes is some time. It costs you some time, but, essentially free. So pray for them. But I don't want to read on his health because, again, cancer, 80 years old. I'm leaving it there. And if he dies in the next 10 days, I'm not doing a mediumship reading and talking about, oh, Joe Biden came to me talking about, no, he didn't. The Seven of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, Six of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. Yeah, you know what? This turned into something else. I said I wasn't going to, but you know what? Sometimes cards say you don't get to make the decision. Well, I still do because I don't have to read it, but his child came to him. He thought it was just a dream, though. Biden is highly intuitive. He's the king of cups. All water signs are highly intuitive. So he's highly intuitive. His child came to him now. Now, for me, that's sweet, but it's a bad sign. Not a bad sign, technically. But for me, it's a sign that you are nearing the crossing. Because when a relative comes to you when you're on your deathbed, it's one of two things. They're here to comfort you or they're here to escort you. And this does not look like comforting, necessarily. But they are trying here with the Seven of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles to find some sort of way forward. Again, I think this needs to be more of a make them comfortable type of thing with the Nine of Pentacles. Secure the comfort. There are options, but again, time is not on your side. He is an aged person, and so on and so forth and so forth. But his child did come to him. So, God bless you for what you did. You know, you turned the country around. You defeated the orange one when we needed it, and you did what you could. You did what you were supposed to. So, there's that. We shall see, though.